just be talking, and like they'll try and get a word in, and I'm like, no, I'm not done. I'm still finishing my thoughts. Just gotta like give me one of those Kleenex.
Like I know you'll hijack at some point.
Yeah.
So I'm like aware of it. When's it gonna happen?
Yeah.
Where's it coming? And then when people don't, it's like there wasn't a fight to get the word out. Hello and welcome to episode 54 of the 30s podcast. My name is Clint.
Uncle Marcus.
What's up, Uncle Marcus?
What's going on, Clint?
We've got a lot going on. We got producer Caesar here.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, my dad's favorite.
Shout out to Clint's dad.
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, but not the mom. Shout out to her too.
Yeah, mom too.
Okay,
She
yeah.
also likes Caesar. She's like,
She
why
had
is
her
he,
day already.
why is he not on the camera? Get him on the camera.
Always leave him wanting more.
Yeah,
They've had enough of me.
we all have.
Marcus should be the one off camera.
Hey, we tried that a few times, and I didn't like how it turned out. So,
You didn't.
so we're not doing it again.
That's funny.
Oh, it's been a while since we've been in the studio.
Oh my God.
We had a backlog, 2 episodes, so we had a little bit of time off, but we're back. Lots of stuff has happened.
A lot of stuff has happened.
Do you want to go first?
Should I go first?
Not as much
Do
as
you
happened
have
to
a
me.
lot?
I don't have a whole lot.
You go real quick.
Okay. So I went to Monster Palooza. I think I said at the end of the last one that I was going to go to Monster Palooza, which, if you're not familiar, is a horror movie, or I think just horror in general, horror convention. It was in Pasadena, so not that far from here. And yeah, I just went for a few hours. I was fortunate enough to get a pass to go in. Someone had got me one.
Nice.
And I went in there and bopped around for a little bit, and I didn't take any pictures while I was there.
Why?
Because it was very crowded, and like I didn't see a lot of other people taking pictures. So I didn't want to be like because everyone there. I think we talked about the horror community. I think when Jasmine was on, about how it's like a very welcoming, fun community. They're very nice, and they're just there for the horror. But I was kind of the outsider. Because before we went, I dressed in all black because I thought, like, I got to try and fit. I'm not going to be wearing this to fucking Monster Palooza. So I just put on a black hoodie, some tight black jeans, and black Adidas. I was full black. So I could fit in. And but I still felt like I don't know, like weird in a way. Like they knew I didn't belong there. And I was walking really slowly because I was looking at, there were so many booths. I was looking at everything. Lots of homemade items you could buy from people that love horror. They make like figurines, art stuff.
That's cool.
Like when you go to Artist Lane or whatever at Comic-Con, it's like that kind of stuff, but horror. And that was cool. I walked. They had a hallway that was for meet and greets of movie stars, I guess. Yeah, they are movie stars. They're movie stars, but that have been in the movies. So, but you can walk right past them. They have their lines, so they're on this side. Their lines are on this side, and you just walk down the hallway if you're not waiting in line.
Oh.
So you can walk right. You're walking right past them
And see them.
Like, this is the fucking guy from Leprechaun. Like it was.
Who'd you see?
I saw Barbara Hershey, who is an actress, horror actress. The guy from. You ever see Mortal Kombat Annihilation? The second one.
I thought, yeah.
The guy that played Shao Kahn was there. I don't know his name.
Yeah.
You can maybe put a picture right now. He looks kind of weird. He's got he did not look good back then. Like his face was like, ugh. He looks horrific now. That when I saw him, because I come out the door and he was like right there, like the first one I saw. I thought he was in prosthetic makeup.
Oh no!
Because there was a lot of people there in prosthetics, like cosplay and stuff. I just saw.
So are they dressed to look like a horror character?
The
like
actors?
just people.
Yeah, it's like when you go to Comic-Con.
Yeah,
there's
so everybody,
cosplay out,
and that's why you felt left like.
Well, not everybody, but there was a lot of that, and then there's a lot of people like me. But it was just you could tell like this is their thing. They go to this every year. They belong here, whatever. And I like horror, but I've never been to this convention.
Yeah.
But anyway, when I first saw him, I thought this guy is in prosthetic makeup, and then I saw his sign. You know, it has their face and like their credits and stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's the fucking dude from Mortal Kombat Annihilation. He has not aged well.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah.
No.
So I felt kind of bad for a second that I thought he was in prosthetic makeup when he's just an ugly old man. That was fun. I met up with my friend there, Danica, and we caught up for a little bit, and we got to talk. She's doing a Kickstarter, documentary. She's doing a Kickstarter for a documentary, but we got to talk about that for a little bit, and I got to do an on-camera interview. Caesar, I don't know if I told you that. Maybe I did.
Yeah.
But okay, I got to do an on-camera interview with her about the movie Akira, which is what the documentary is on, and that was a lot of fun.
Wow, that's cool.
I got a shout out. So
yeah,
how did our podcast?
How did it feel being interviewed?
Dude, it was okay
out there.
So it was fine. Like we were talked about it beforehand, and obviously she knows I do that. I do this, so I know how to speak into a microphone. I know how to have a conversation. But I was like, yeah, I love being in front of the camera. Well, now I do. I didn't before, but I learned through doing this that I like being in front of the camera. The weirdest thing was that because she's a content creator, been one for 10 years and a very prolific one, she's got a big following that I've followed for a long time. It was so bizarre filming with her because it's like over the last few years we've become friends just because you become friends. But before that, that's just the YouTube channel that I used to watch about movie reviews or comic reviews or TV, anything. And then we became friends, and that was weird enough. And then we met in real life. That was weird enough. Hung out a few times. That's fucking weird. And then this thing, like, we're on camera together, creating something together. This is fucking insane.
Damn.
And it was a very, I didn't think about it in the moment because, like I said, we become friends. So, like, we talk a lot. It wasn't that big a deal. But then afterwards, I was just sharing the screen with her name was Comic Book Girl 19 back then. But it's like, I was just a part of this thing.
Yeah. That's
fucking nuts. Like, I don't know. It was a very cool experience that I don't know if that interview is going to go anywhere. I think it might be used like maybe a year plus from now, months. I don't know when it's going to be used. So it may not ever be used. But it was recorded. So it's going to exist somewhere on someone's hard drive for however long. Wow. I'm sure she's going to own it because the people that filmed this it wasn't her. It was, her producer's company, so they obviously have it. But it was great. Like it was very what's the word? It boosted my confidence about being a creator myself. Which not only that, like our followers go up every day. They've surpassed me on Instagram, which is not a lot, but that boosts my confidence. Yeah. It should boost both of your guys's too. So it was great.
Yeah, this pod, dude, it's opening doors.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. It's that, and also, okay, so one other thing that happened to me, that's the end of Monsterpalooza, because I was there for like 3 hours max, and then, that was after we had been recording this, and then I had to do all the driving, so I was tired. I was at work, I told you this, and I was bullshitting with some of my fellow bartenders. I'm a bartender. I say it all the time. Behind the bar, just, like when you bullshit with people and you like roast each other and stuff. And some random guy, like we had separated, and then I was like tending to the bar, and he was like, I heard what you were saying to your friends, coworkers, and he was like, you're pretty funny. I was like,
hello.
And I like I told you, it immediately went to my head. But it went to my head because not only do all compliments do that, I listen to a lot of comedy and comedy podcasts, and a lot of these people that are comedians, they didn't start pursuing that until people told them they were funny. They were just doing other things, or maybe not seriously pursuing comedy, and then randos or people they know say, hey, you're pretty funny. And then you hear that over and over again, and then you think, maybe I am funny and I can do this. Because it's been happening, like you've said it to we said it to each other, like we're really getting funnier because we listen to a lot of comedy. But other friends have said that. There was another guy, okay, another work story. This guy I work with, his name is Josh. Shout out.
Gosh.
We were working shift, whatever. At the end of the shift, we were all doing our count out and stuff. And he was like, "Hey, that was funny what you said earlier." I was like, "What did I say?" He was like, "The thing about what happened at the counter." And I was like, "Josh, I don't remember what I said 2 minutes ago." It was like, "Oh, well, I just didn't know you were that funny." I was like, "Oh, thanks." But it's happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just feels good.
Yeah, you should have been like, "Oh yeah, follow the 30s podcast."
Yeah. Some of these ding dongs that say they like what I post, or because I sometimes post clip on my page. I don't anymore, actually. It's all on our other page. But they'll be like, "Oh, it's funny. I liked your thing." Like, well, can you follow it and like it?
Yeah.
Because I know you're not following it. You
Yeah.
just see the thing that I made. That's not all it is. So if you want more of that, like and subscribe. I hate saying that, but like and subscribe and follow the page.
But do it. Yeah, it's weird to have to bring it up a lot.
Yeah, it's
But
like
then
just give me your phone. I'll follow it. That way
Yeah.
you can just see it all the time. You
Yeah.
don't have to just wait for me to post a clip. But yeah, so just been getting that a lot, and that can maybe segue into what you're gonna say about being funny.
Oh,
Because that's all that happened to me.
man. So I had a crazy few weeks since we recorded. I went to the Amazing Comedy Theater on Monday following the
Tell
recording.
me about that.
That
I forgot
was
you did that.
that was a way better experience.
Okay.
It was all dudes, but not just all dudes, but all dudes that were actually laughing and
Hell yeah.
contributing and like helping each other out.
The performers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was mostly the guys there were there to do stand up.
Yeah.
Which is cool. It felt really fun. It was I went 1st, which I feel like I would have rather liked to go first.
Yeah.
It was maybe a little bit more intimidating because you are sort of setting the tone, but then there's this moment where I started hearing all the laughs that I don't think people like it wasn't like that the last one.
Right.
And it was like, "Oh, I have to like stop now." I have to let them laugh, and then I have to pace it. So now it was like, "Oh, now pacing is a thing."
Yeah, you're learning the craft.
Man. But it was so cool. I started with some jokes about Alabama.
Okay.
And then later on, this other comedian was like, "Oh, Clinton, I'm from Alabama." And so we became friends.
Okay.
And then it happened to these other two guys where one was like, "Oh, I'm from Nebraska. I go to the University of Nebraska."
Okay.
So we just all became bros. It was like a real bro fest.
Yeah.
It was amazing, but I felt like the stuff I had was working and it did work. And I'm really glad I've been practicing because I reached out to a friend, Jake Lewis.
Shout out.
Shout out Jake and the Lewis brothers.
Who's going to be on the show? Maybe.
He's gonna come on, yeah. Because I asked him, I asked some other people, and I was just shooting it out there, and he said I'd love to come on. Then he asked, "I would love you to be on my Flappers show."
Ooh, sound effect, something. Yeah, there we go.
So I'm fired up.
Okay.
It's gonna be on June 25th.
Flappers in Burbank.
Flappers in Burbank.
That's right.
This is the place.
It's a cool club.
Yeah, so and I've seen him do his show because he does like the Jake Lewis and Friends thing where he brings his comedian friends. So I'm just thinking about how awesome it would be if I packed it out and saw people I know there. And I think it could really happen.
Yeah.
So folks, come on Sunday the 25th. Let's do it.
What
It's
time?
going to be a party. I don't know the time yet. It's
Okay.
probably going to be at like 7 or 8.
Okay.
Probably 8. But once that poster is made, I had to send him a headshot.
Hey.
Ooh,
wow.
headshots. Yeah, headshots are. I don't know how you guys feel about headshot. How do you guys feel about having to do? Have you guys ever had to do headshots?
After you having done one, I kind of want to have one now.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, you guys should probably. We should probably all have
So-
you guys get them.
Before we move on from, let's stay in headshots for a second. So Eric, who was on the show last week, had mentioned. Did he mention it on the show?
Yeah, I think so.
He's starting or helps people do headshots, like
Yeah.
a headshot side hustle. So you went to him. What was that like?
It's interesting. It was early in the morning, so like my face I feel like wasn't warmed up yet.
Yeah.
And I'm just weird about like getting my photo taken. Like it just feels weird because I don't do it a lot. I don't because I'm not used to having to be like, okay, you're gonna like have to express your whole personality with a photo.
I think whenever I see you in photos, you're making a face.
Yeah.
It's
It's
never
like
just
then
like
what
a-
face do I do? That
Yeah.
I just smile? This is weird.
Yeah.
But the best one was like smiling, looking away from the camera. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll take that. I'll take it. But I
Okay.
sent him one where it was one that Rudy took on the podcast.
Yeah.
So that should be on the poster.
Okay.
But then the headshot will be the thing that I would then post on all the other show sites.
Okay. Do the smile off the camera. Let me see it.
So it was, it's so weird because like the whole time I'm trying to just talk to Eric too. So I'm not just like sitting there in silence smiling. So I'm like, so what am I supposed to even be doing right now? And he's like, got it. What? Got it again. What do you mean?
Another.
Oh my God, stop.
Stop.
But man, it's tough. Because then you get in the whole thing about like looking at your face again. And I think it's just because we don't look at ourselves. That's not the normal thing. We're always looking at other people's faces.
Right.
So having to look at our own faces like, I really want someone else to edit this. Because I don't want to look at it for too long.
Yeah. You have to do all the touch-ups and stuff. And you're like, nah. You turn out looking completely, you turn into hot Squidward afterwards. Like, okay, done.
What did you add? You added a whole different nose.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I just shaved a little bit off.
You edited in a hat.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
I'd like to try a headshot.
Yeah, we should have you guys do it.
Yeah. I don't know what I would use it for, but
Well, hopefully it'll be the 30s night,
maybe.
a show. Because, man, that's like the new dream. I mean, the dream is performing on the 25th. Then the other dream would be them looking at us and being like, oh, you could bring people. Like, you will bring people. So let's have a 30s night. Like, that would be wild.
Let's not run before we
that's a dream. Dreams.
stumble crawl.
Manifest.
Manifest.
Stumble crawl.
Speaking of looking at our faces, I did have one other thing that I want to talk about. I've been drinking a gallon of water.
Yeah. Oh,
Every
and
day.
that's the other thing. It makes me want to just be super healthy.
Exactly. Because being on camera all the time now, I'm very conscious of my face. Like, I haven't had a haircut in 3 weeks. I'm getting one on Saturday, but I see it every day. I'm like, fuck, I look like a fucking lesbian.
Happy Pride.
I did the water thing because I just want to be healthier, and age well, and it's good for your skin. My skin's been fucking glowing for 2 weeks, and this morning I woke up with this on my forehead. The day I have to get in front of the camera. The day that I had to get in front of the camera. Exactly. I've been looking amazing. I'm going to be really... I'm stoked to be in here because we haven't been here in 2 weeks. But I'm just going to be on camera today. I'm going to wear this glowing yellow sweater. And I got this fucking sit on my forehead. And it's being blasted by light right now.
That's the hard... Like, I wore a hat today just so I don't have to deal with it.
It's like... I mean, I have a face skin routine that I've been doing for the last few months that has been okay, I guess. But the water now is hopefully, flush it all out.
Like I accept that I look like this, that my head is big. I've had this head shape. I get it.
That's the thing about podcasting. You gotta love the sound of your own voice because you gotta get used to it, and then you gotta love your face if it's a video.
Yeah,
I know.
I don't have a problem with my voice. Maybe at the first episode, but then I immediately was like, well, that's how I sound. So nothing I can do about that except learn to love it. So now maybe I love it too much.
Shut up, I'm talking. Shut up.
Dude, I've been, no joke. I do it enough to you already in here, but I've been like hijacking conversations with other people. Or I'll be talking and like they'll try and get a word in and I'm like, no, I'm not done. I'm still finishing my thoughts. It's my turn to talk, and then when it's their turn, I walk away. It's like
you're like, my light hasn't come on yet.
No,
get back on stage.
And I don't know if that's good or bad. It just is because I don't know. I haven't yet been. I just did it to you. I haven't yet been like shut up. That no one's done that to me, and I have friends that would do that. So but at this, go on. Sorry. What were you gonna say before I cut you off?
No, I think, but it is a thing where like I know you'll hijack at some point.
Yeah.
So I'm like aware of it. When's it gonna happen?
Yeah.
Where's it coming? And then when people don't, it's like there wasn't a fight to get the word out.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like you're just bracing. It's like you're ready to fight the whole time, and then no one does it.
You're like, okay.
You're like, oh, why was I flexing?
Yeah.
This is weird.
It is doing this every week, and then you talk to someone who doesn't. You're like,
Like, are you gonna keep going? It's not their fault. They work at a restaurant.
It's not their fault.
Or like they don't do that. Like they don't do this. It's okay.
Or they're just normal people.
Yeah.
You know, they're not trying to be funny. You know, they're just having like, oh, the sun's out today. And I launched into, I don't even know. You know, like it's just something crazy. But yeah, I do notice it a lot now.
Yeah, hijacking the way we look. God, because there was one of the headshots from a certain angle. And I know it was probably because I was being kind of unhealthy this week because my parents are in town. God damn it. I looked like Paul Giamatti and I'm like, I gotta change. I gotta do something.
You gotta start drinking the water.
Just drink water.
Wear on sunblock.
Mm-hmm.
Wash and moisturize your face. And antibiotics. What are those called? Not probiotics. That's for your gut. That's for your gut, but it's the ones that are in blueberries. I don't fucking antioxidants. Antioxidants.
Yeah.
Okay, lots of those. Apparently, those work. And just sleep.
It's so funny because right after the shoot, I went to Target and I got like SPF 50.
Oh my God.
And whatever other like $5 cream I could get.
All your face in the mirror.
So I'm like, I know what it's gonna look like. Yeah. I know it was death, but it's okay.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's all for this.
And it's just for doing comedy shows and stuff. Like, imagine if
you're gonna be on stage. You think this is blasted with light
and sweaty, like everybody watching you.
You're gonna have that sheen on you.
I know, it's just gonna be just bathed in sweat.
Yeah, and they sit kind of below you sometimes too, so they're looking up at you.
Yeah, like
it's like that when you open your phone and it's looking up at you. That's what they're gonna see
the whole time for your entire time. Yeah.
That's not a hot Squidward.
Man, that's not. Who is that? That's Paul Giamatti.
Yeah. Talented actor.
Then I'm like, no, he's talented.
Yeah, he's talented.
He's talented.
Look beyond the face.
Beyond it. Man.
Oh, Lord. Well, that's great.
Good. I'm looking for it's gonna be like I'm nervous,
of course,
but I'm like super excited, super nervous, excited.
It's all happening.
Yeah,
things are happening.
I don't know who else will be there. If my friend John Walkup is there, that'd be cool. He's another one I want on the pod.
Yeah,
he made a movie during COVID.
Hell yeah!
And he made some posts at the Comedy Store today, so I got questions for him.
He made a what?
He made a post that he was at the Comedy Store.
Oh.
But it was like during the day.
What day is it? Oh, it's Thursday.
Like, what are you doing during the day?
A meeting? I don't know. He's just in the parking lot. At the store.
I'm here.
There's nobody there.
Yeah. No one's inside.
No.
Go to the park.
They record podcasts there, though.
Yeah. So Jake Lewis, who will come on soon, he's been on the horror pod.
Horror at the Store?
Yeah. He's been on it. So
I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen every episode of that one. There's so many podcasts, Clint. I'm falling behind on all of them, except for YMH, my number one. I almost wore my Tom Segura sweater today.
Oh,
I should have.
Damn.
Shout out. He doesn't need the shout out, but shout out.
We love you.
That's awesome. Then I'll have to ask him about that.
Yeah,
because they record podcasts there. And then maybe you can get on that show or we can. Because I like horror movies.
You'd be able to talk a lot.
Yeah, so let's talk to this guy.
Let's figure it out.
Yeah, let's figure it out.
Let's do it.
That's cool. It's when things happen for both of us. Nothing's ever happened for me yet, but like when it happens to you, it motivates me. To be like, okay, fucking. I know you're tired, but write something today.
Yeah,
you know. So
and it's been wild. Like I've already been having a lot of thoughts and stuff just from doing the open mics. The other night, I went to literally go fall asleep, and I had a whole page of jokes in my head, so I had to wake up and
wake back up and write it down.
Wake back up.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing. So,
it was a good week.
Yeah.
And then it was Caesar's birthday.
Hey.
What up?
He went to...
I went to see Spider-Man.
Yeah, I saw Spider-Man. Okay. Oh, my God.
I haven't seen it.
It's beautiful. It's breathtaking.
I like the look of the last one.
Mm-hmm.
You'll like the look of this one, too.
Yeah, they expand it, and it's just
I don't remember the plot from the last one. I just remember there was a girl Doc Ock.
Yeah.
But I liked how it looked. It looked nice.
Yeah, this one's interesting because there's also the idea that he wasn't, like one Spider-Man tells him, oh, you weren't actually supposed to become Spider-Man? Because the spider that bit him... Well,
that's major spoilers.
Well, it's like the idea that like
spoiler tag.
Oh, you're not allowed to be in our group, which is interesting. It's just there's a lot of lines this movie like reaches because it's it's just because of all the world jumping they do. They're trying to go into all the different Spider-Verses where someone's in there on accident. So it's all about like, oh, do you belong in this world?
Like
Does
paradox
she belong?
distortion stuff.
Yeah.
It's like the No Way, was it the newest Spider-Man movie, the live action one, where there's all these anomalies of different universes.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what this movie's about, where they're trying to fix all those anomalies in the other universes too.
Okay. Yeah, because it's like that. It's like that if like Doc Ock just being there like shatters and creates an earthquake. Not even him like trying to kidnap a person.
Just having a cup of coffee.
It's just you exist in the wrong one, so it's gonna just crack.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But it's interesting because people are looking really deep into it. Like they're saying stuff that like the Gwen character is trans.
Yeah.
Never says it out loud, but like the colors are kind of there.
So would she trans which way?
She looks like a girl on the outside.
Okay. Well, I think
Gwen
she looked kind of
female
boyish
name.
in the
She's
last
kind
one.
Yeah, I think it would be male to female.
Male to female,
Okay.
yeah.
That's what it was.
And it's like that's cool. And like we said earlier, comics have always been that place to portray it. Like it's always been the place. Oh, you're accepted here, and it's free.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times they do it in a different dimension.
Yeah.
Where it's like, look, being gay is cool here.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
And you can't get here.
Pride Month.
I really like the fact that Donald Glover was in it.
Yes. Oh, spoiler alert.
Well, you already did.
The person, Donald Glover?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Donald Glover is the reason why Miles Morales as a character exists.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they were doing the original, or the Andrew Garfield trilogy of Spider-Man, or not trilogy, 2 movies, they were casting it and people wanted him to be it because he was of age at that time of Spider-Man. And there was a whole campaign online and he ultimately didn't get the part. But because of the whole Donald for Spider-Man thing, they created Miles Morales in the comics. So now all the projects that feature him, that have Miles Morales, are trying to include him because he's the inspiration for it.
I didn't realize Miles Morales was that young.
It's very
As
new.
a character.
Yeah.
It's like 12 years old.
12.
Really new character, yeah. Because then,
Interesting.
was that the same time he's on Community?
Yeah. He wore the shirt too.
He wore the shirt.
Yeah.
Is he also half Latin?
No. I think he's
That was just added.
Yeah, Donald Glover's just black, but
Yeah.
in the thing they just added it.
And then he played him in the first cartoon show that had him.
Yeah, he played Miles Morales, his
Yeah.
original voice, and then in the Tom Holland trilogy, he plays Aaron Davis, the Prowler, before the Prowler becomes a thing. You see what I'm saying?
And that's Miles Morales' uncle.
Yeah.
So it's all connected.
Donald
with
Glover's
him.
in Spider-Man?
Yeah. He makes an appearance during the first movie, and he's like, "Oh, I got a nephew that lives out here. I'm trying to get rid of these."
Oh, that's right. And that's the Prowler.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in this new Spider-Man animated one, he comes out as a live action Prowler.
Yeah. So he's in the suit, the Prowler suit. But he's live action around all the animated people.
Oh.
So they're like building towards. I think the next one they're going to build towards putting actually Tom Holland in there too.
Oh, so he was live action in this animated movie.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, because they showed little
Roger
clips.
Rabbit.
Yeah, really
okay.
Roger Rabbit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Space Jam.
yeah,
Yeah, cool.
it was good.
So 10 out of 10 recommend.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. The next one's gonna be really good.
There's another one.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's
So
kind of
is it end on a? This is a part one.
It ends on a to be continued.
Yeah,
So in another 6 years, we'll see the next one.
I think they say it's gonna come out quick.
Year and a
Well,
half.
I don't know.
Year and a half.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. 'Cause the one before this was like 6-7 years ago, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that took a while.
Yeah. Okay. So check it out, I guess.
Do it.
Do we have anything else before we move on to
Let's see.
topics?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. Your family's in town? That's cool.
Yeah, they're in town, so I'm gonna go to Catalina. Have you guys ever been to Catalina?
I've been to Catalina many times.
So what do you do there?
You do nothing there. It's really just like a beach. You
Yeah.
go there. It's a very expensive. Are you taking the boat out there? Obviously. But yeah, you can rent a golf cart and go around the island in a very short amount of time. There's bison there or buffalo. I don't know
Yeah.
the difference,
yeah.
but I don't know if they're still there. But there was years ago. You can see them. And then it's a beach. It's a beach.
That's
and
cool.
Very expensive restaurants on the beach. It's very expensive. It's like $30 tacos, that kind of thing. It's a tourist place.
Yeah.
And then I think they have a museum. It's that big circle building that's always in pictures. I think that's a museum. I've never been in there. I've only done the beach stuff. We did like a glass bottom boat. Huh. You can do that here.
Maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah. You're going, when are you going?
So I'm on the boat Saturday morning or Saturday.
Okay. And then you come back that day.
Just a couple days. Yeah.
You're there for a couple days?
Yeah.
On Catalina?
Yeah.
You're going to be so bored. You can do everything there in like 8 hours.
Yeah.
But whatever.
That's okay. The wedding's Sunday night, so it's like
a wedding.
The wedding, yeah.
Oh, we're going to a wedding.
Yeah.
I would just go Sunday afternoon and come back.
Yeah,
Sunday
I mean,
night.
my parents are going Friday.
Have fun. Yeah, have fun.
So I'm like, oh, I don't need to go that quick.
No. You've never been to Catalina?
No.
I remember it was part of a school trip.
Oh.
We did it, like, that was a field trip we did once.
Sounds wild bringing a whole class of kids out there.
I don't know.
Was it when you lived in Long Beach?
No, when I lived where we grew up.
Oh.
And it wasn't Long Beach. But yeah, we just I don't think every kid went, but
yeah,
went. We ferried over there, and then I remember we got on a bus over there, like an old rundown bus. It looks like one of those buses you see in a movie that's in Mexico. That's just kind of like, remember the Suicide Squad, the new one, when they're on that bus and they're all getting all emotional. But it's that rundown bus. That's what it was, and they put a bunch of kids on that thing. Oh my God. And they had a few parental chaperones, and it was just flying around the island, like up and down the hills. Mm-hmm. Like this is what we're doing out here. And then that's when we did the glass bottom boat thing and walked around on the beach, and then
damn.
But I've been as an adult a few times too, and it's really it's not my jam. There's not much to do there, and it's expensive.
Yeah. My parents they're renting a place, and it sounds real expensive.
Yeah, and it's like 30 minutes from the coast. Why is it so expensive? It's not that nice out there. Mm-hmm. Just another beach.
It's not far enough away.
No, it's probably cheaper to get a place in Laguna.
Yeah,
which is a way nicer beach than Catalina, or maybe not Malibu, but you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. Like, there's better places you can go, and you don't have to get on a boat for 30, 45 minutes. But whatever, have fun.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sure you'll have fun.
Thank you. So I have one more thing before we go into news stories. So even just today, before I had dinner, I went with my dad to the Walmart in the city of Orange.
Ooh.
I don't know if you guys have been to Walmart lately.
Where's that one?
So that one, do you know where there's the Chick-fil-A and the In-N-Out right off the freeway, right off the 55?
The In-N-Out, it's like a little bit further in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like where I used to live, kind of, but just the other direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And this Walmart must be having a theft problem because they had the white undershirts and underwear locked up.
Really?
They had underwear and not even like nicer clothes locked up. They had that all locked up. And so my dad at first is like, oh, because it's like, he's like used to Alabama where they can just grab whatever they want.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, this is kind of, I've never seen this, Dad. Like, this is weird.
Yeah.
So then we're like, I guess I have to call someone to help me get these undershirts out.
Uh-huh.
So he does. The guy unlocks it, but then takes the bag of undershirts and puts them into a sealable container for my dad to hold, like you're taking out, like you're buying like a,
when you seal
like
your
a
phones,
Switch.
When you go,
or like you're buying, you're buying like a cell phone.
No, like
Verizon
when you go into a
something.
comedy club or somewhere and like you can't use your phone, they put it in those bags.
Yeah, they block it off.
Oh.
Like, why do they take it so seriously?
Can you look that up real quick? See if there's a T-shirt theft.
Like in Walmart?
Well, isn't it
Orange?
obvious? Like those, I thought those bags are always open. Like whenever I'm trying to look for those, they're always ripped up and there's always one missing. So you always look for the one that is like fully intact. Mm-hmm. So that's why. That's why
that
he knew right away.
Wow. Yeah, thank you.
I was like, I grew up in the hood.
Yeah, but they didn't have them in cages.
No, but him saying that, I was like, it makes sense because there's never a pack that's unopened. Even I opened a pack the other day to see how soft it was.
Oh my God.
I've done that too. There's someone with like Cheeto fingers. Like, let me feel this shirt real quick.
Don't some of them have like a hole for you to touch the shirt?
They have that little spot where you can see.
Sometimes the hole's not enough.
Oh.
A hole's not
You heard it
enough.
here first, guys.
A hole is
So
not
that-
enough.
just got another high school joke, but that's stale now. That's stale. I did it like 4 times in that episode. Yeah, I haven't been
Man.
in Walmart in a very long time. But
I've
like
not had to
stuff
do
like
that.
though, I just buy all online now. That's probably I don't know.
I'm literally like, why are we not at Target? Why are we not at Target? Target doesn't do that, right?
Why did
I
you
see
choose a Target over a Walmart?
No, they don't. They don't. That's why I
right?
still go and open them over there.
Yeah.
So he's the reason why this shit's
Yes.
sealed up, you guys.
I'm not on camera. They can't see what I look like.
Ooh, good
I'll
call.
move this camera right now. Sit over there. Don't worry, you're all over the internet too, so they don't have to look hard to find you. Especially because you plug your 20 shows at the end of this one,
every
where your
30
face is on
minutes.
all of them. Why did you choose
pretty
Walmart
good.
over Target, anyways?
The whole time I'm like, why are
How
we
were you
here?
guys
Why are we-
thinking? I mean,
Because
Walmart over Target.
my mom's friend Rosie told her, I'll just go to Walmart because my dad needed like
Sounds
shaving
like
cream and shirts.
Rosie. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to say anything. I know your parents are listening.
I'm like, Rosie doesn't go here. She lives in Anaheim Hills. She's like, oh yeah, I don't go to that
yeah.
Walmart. Why are we here? But it was funny.
Yeah. Okay.
We can move on, yeah.
Sure. All right. So, all right. Because you said it's okay. So I have a few topics today. Should we start with first? This one was actually an older one, but
Ooh.
You have a topic jingle. Topics.
Shit.
okay. Is that it?
Topics.
Topics.
Topics. Comedy.
Here we go.
Giant gold genitals erected at Buddhist temple to honor origin of life. I didn't really read this. I just wanted to see if you thought this looked like a genitals.
It's a vagina?
Well, that's not a penis, so yes. Does your penis look like that?
Wait a minute. Depends when it's cold.
Looks like an alien when it's cold. How would it mold? Give me we talked about Transformers earlier. Give me the Transformers first.
Oh god. Anyways,
Start crying.
so how it would transform from this into what?
I don't want to forget it.
Man. One of them Transformers
Anyway.
walk right by me. Oh, there we go.
Damn. It's like a clip of you guys, a minute of you laughing at this.
Oh my god! You guys gotta give one of those Kleenex. Look, tears. Tears.
Oh my god. Oh.
Anyway, while this giant cock is on the screen, let me clean myself up a little bit. But yeah, these look like. Why do you think they're doing this?
I don't know. I think someone just got dick on the mind
And there was a vagina too.
and vagina.
There's no audio though, unless Caesar used. Oh, there it is.
What are those guys doing?
Oh, well, it's not in
They're
English
stealing Buddha.
anyways.
They're taking Buddha away.
This says to honor the origin of life. That angry alligator. Wait a minute. What is this? She gonna get eaten?
Oh my god.
I do have a story about someone getting eaten in here.
Oh my god.
Not so fast.
Oh my!
Jessica?
She's trying to Karen the
Jessica.
the alligator.
Jessica?
Music.
Jessica.
Oh, it's hissing. Are you kidding me right now? It's hissing at her. Oh my god.
Shirley's gonna get eaten. Oh my god.
Bye, Jessica.
Bye, Jessica.
She's about to lose one of those legs. On what? What is that? Kentucky.
Kentucky. It's
Maybe
Kentucky.
that's where they're at.
Hmm.
Totally tubular.
He's just hanging out. It's fine.
Just having a good day. He's getting some sun.
Okay, enough. Yeah. I don't really want to read all this, but look
So
at
people-
this name. Holy shit! Now Radalako Chaporn
Chop porn.
Simitawong. I don't want to do this.
That's
It's
tough.
being rude. Okay, next story. Caesar, this is for you.
Okay.
Swooping seagulls steal drugs, get stoned, turns them into psycho gulls.
Nice.
Oh, hey.
Well, okay.
These birds are flying high.
I know. Fuck you, New York Post. Every time. Say you're out. Do you smoke blunts, right? Or how do you smoke?
Joints. Blunts have tobacco in them.
Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. So you smoke joints. What would you do if you took like a hit of a joint and then you're out there just like, and then a seagull comes down and picks it out of your hands?
I'd be like, you know what? He wanted it more than me, I guess. I've had birds attack me before.
Ooh.
Oh, tell that
For
story.
your weed?
No, just in
Now
general.
you know why they're attacking you. They wanted your.
I was like walking in a mall, and then this crow who was nesting at one of the light poles just comes down and hits me in the head.
Oh shit!
And then I was like, "What the hell?" And then I keep walking, and it does it again. I just ran away.
Did you have long hair like that?
This is before. This is when I was growing it out.
Say, maybe he thought it was a nest. Yeah. That looks comfy.
So if a bird were to just steal my joint, I would count myself lucky and move on with my day.
Okay.
Just hope he doesn't do it twice.
Yeah. Yeah. So these birds, I guess, are stealing drugs and getting. Wait. Oh, this is in the UK.
Oh.
Are allegedly feeling the effects of a drug called spice.
Spice.
This is from Dune.
What is spice?
We're swooping in. Gulls will go for anything. Of course, you know that. They used to come up behind us and grab whatever we had. If we were stoned and completely out of it, the gulls could just take the joint we were smoking and fly off. We were too stoned to even notice that it took the joint. Spice, known as K2, is a kind of synthetic marijuana that is meant to mimic THC, which is one of the main. Yeah, we know that. Have you heard of this, Caesar? K2?
K2, yeah, it's like shitty. It's not great.
Oh, it's not good.
It's bad bud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Synthetic. Who wants to smoke synthetic weed?
I guess the British do.
British, because they don't have the good
Maybe
stuff.
it's illegal there.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
what it is.
okay.
Oh,
So these birds can't be that stoned then. They're smoking bad bud.
yeah.
Dive bombing pedestrians.
Yeah.
This is after they ingested it. A seagull and its spice is not a good combo. There is never a good combo with seagulls. In humans, at least, the effects of spice can be quite strong, not according to Caesar.
Apparently it's weak.
Damn UK. British. They got bad bud, they don't know. So yeah. Watch out if you're out on the beach smoking a joint. I don't know if that would happen here.
I don't know.
We've got ballsy gulls here, but I don't see one actually snatching a joint out of somebody's hands.
Ooh, they probably take an edible though.
Yeah, they would if it's
Dang.
candy.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Cookie.
Yeah.
Cookie. Okay, enough of that. I'm gonna save these two for the end.
Okay.
Oh, I have a story. Okay.
Oh.
When I've been going, I go on hikes every day, 5 days a week. I was one-on-one today, like usual. There was another man on the trail who was running erratically.
Oh no.
And if you've ever seen this, okay, he ran like this. This is not as exaggerated as this, but he was running like this towards me, to where I was. Caesar, have you seen this?
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I actually have seen.
Yeah, the Phoebe run.
This man was running like that. Okay? And not as exaggerated as that, but it was the first thing I thought when I saw him running was this man run like Phoebe from Friends. Yeah. And this is me coming along on the hike, and then this is him.
Hey.
I had the same reaction. No, not really. Yeah, have you seen that before in the wild?
People running like that?
Yes.
Freaks.
That wasn't a child?
What is how could it be any better? It can't be an
don't
improved
know.
way to do it.
This guy was an adult, so her explanations, because that's how she ran when she was a kid. But that's how he was running.
It's still funny.
And I thought, is he hurt? Like,
Is he all right?
like, he hurt his leg and he's trying to like just get back.
Just push through the pain.
No, he was just running
push it
erratically. Yeah, this is me. Like, maybe I'll just try it too. No.
Like, did anyone see?
Yeah.
Who's having sex over there?
Yeah. We should do this one day.
Does Phoebe run?
Create content.
Didn't you say you wanted to humiliate yourself in
Yeah.
public? There you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's do it.
I don't know. Today, I think people would know what I was doing. Though. Everyone knows this. Run into a horse, though. Anyway, I thought it was on my hike today. So
Nice.
shout out. Shout out the horse. I don't know what I'm shouting out.
That weird.
Okay. Yeah. This one was kind of interesting and gross. You can now liquefy your dead pet instead of burying it in the backyard. Or I guess cremating it too.
What's the difference?
Okay, so I didn't watch the video, but I did read it. I didn't realize it was just bones.
Mm.
Oh, they liquefy. Wait a minute.
Oh.
Let's read it. You can no longer say Fido went to the farm. Again, boast. You guys are awful.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, I use your website all the time. A new method of body disposal called aquamation, it's a cool word, is reportedly rising in popularity among pet owners who don't want to bury their recently deceased pets in the backyard. So obviously this is not in America because we don't do that here. Some of us don't. Some of us probably do, but mostly we just take them to the place where they get rid of them. They throw them in the trash. I don't know.
Oh.
I always thought that. So when my last dog died, which was 2015, maybe, like we took him to the vet to have him put down, and I always would think, like, have this thought in the back of my head, like, I wonder if his body's still in there. You know, like days, months later, obviously not years because he would decompose, but I'd always be like, I wonder if his body's just like in a box somewhere. Like, that's weird to think that, oh, my dead pet's in that building. Every time I drive by it, because it's right on the freeway entrance, the one down by the theater, like that's where we put him down. So whenever I get on the freeway right there, I'm like, I wonder if he's in there. But then I guess they just liquefy them down.
They liquefy them, and then the bones are just in there.
I guess. And then what do? Pulverize the bones. Oh. But yeah, I guess you can do it to your pet. Aquamation is like natural decomposition. Blah, 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 blah. This is, I think, what they do.
This is everybody
But
touring the facility.
Charge you for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do.
$140 and exceeding $550 for pets that weigh more than 151 pounds.
Ooh,
what pet is 151 pounds?
I think Wolf is.
No, he's not.
He's
My dog's 90 pounds, and he's bigger than Wolf.
Is he?
Yeah, whenever I see Wolf, I'm always shocked at how small he is. I'm used to my dog.
Oh.
He's a monster.
Yeah, what dogs are 150 then?
Even a Great Dane's not 150.
Yeah.
It's a heavy animal. Okay. You get clay paw prints, which they charge you for.
I've seen those.
Skeletal preservation. Oh my God. Okay. Bones are wrapped up in ash. So that's what they do now, right?
Yeah.
Why is this a news story? I should have read it more carefully. Anyway, okay.
It's a new way to do it.
Which one? I didn't save it. Oh no. This is a good one. Fuck.
Ooh.
Oh, here it is. So, I don't know if you've heard, this has been everywhere since we've had aliens have come up before in this podcast. There was an alleged UFO sighting in this Las Vegas town. Well, let's just watch and see what they. I have a lot to say about this, but we'll see. So this is what they saw. See that?
Oh,
that light structure coming down.
Yeah.
So there were reports of multiple people seeing this. And this is not the original article. This came out later, so this is a different view. But so this thing landed in somebody's backyard, and the guy whose backyard was in, he calls 911, and he's like, "Hey, this sounds really weird," because the audio's out there, but I couldn't find that article. This sounds really weird, but something just crashed into my backyard, and there's two tall figures in the backyard staring at it. He's with his family, just looking at us. He was saying they're like 8 feet tall, and they have big heads, and they have red eyes. He said they're just staring at us in the house. Can you send the cops over? Because we don't know what to do, and we're scared. So that thing crashes. That looks kind of like a twinkly light spaceship. And then the guy calls.
There's like an 8-foot person.
Oh, here we go.
Inside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and it's looking at us, and it's still there.
I wanted to find some aliens. Wait.
I don't care about
those
that.
9-foot beings come back into your backyard. You call the police, and we'll come back here. Okay.
Anyway, the police get there and these things are gone. But the body cam, no one had the thing falling on. No one had that footage, but this police body cam had it, whatever. Anyway, there's aliens out there, and there's like the story is these people that saw it. They're like, why didn't you film it while you were there so we can see it? There's no video evidence of that, and I think because these people were interviewed and they're like, doesn't sound like a hoax. Like they sound pretty serious, and they ended up setting up cameras on their house after the fact.
Right.
But they're like, why don't we have your video documentation of it? I think that the FBI got involved and got rid of that footage.
Oh, maybe.
Or they were like, hey, delete this or you're going to disappear. We'll make you disappear because they can do that. But yeah, you can't get rid of everything. So there are aliens in Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's been weird how more recently it just seems like, oh yeah, they exist, but we don't know. We just don't know anything about them.
Yeah. And like we said last time that you two were scared. I don't really care. But anything that stares at you is that would scare me.
Yeah.
Especially if it's tall and it's just
bigger
because
than you.
our animal brains are like, this thing is sizing me up
Mm-hmm.
and staring me down. Because that's what animals do to each
It's
other.
gonna try to kill me.
Yeah. So if I saw an alien doing that, I'd probably be scared.
Yeah, I'd be shitting my pants.
Yeah.
And just tall, big head with red eyes.
The part that throws me off is that it's like a stereotypical alien, like with
Yeah,
the big
like,
giant head,
nothing different?
no like tentacle, like nothing,
Yeah.
no weird primordial being.
Yeah, what were we on? Were we really onto something back when we created the stereotype?
I guess whoever made that alien knew. He knew what he
Like
was.
they actually knew?
The big headed, like what's it called? The Area 51
Yeah.
aliens.
Because I expect them to be something we couldn't predict.
I expect
Like, we
them to be
couldn't
something we
guess.
can't comprehend.
Yeah, we couldn't even
like we can't even. We don't even know what we're looking at if they were to come if we were to see it.
Yeah,
Or they were just on a being that's on some kind of higher level of plane of existence that we just can't even comprehend.
we can't.
What it is.
Yeah, our brain can't do it.
You
Did
ever
you
seen?
guys, Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we saw Nope together.
That's the kind of thing where you saw the big monster at the end and you're like,
Yeah.
I can't even wrap my head around what the hell this is.
Okay,
Like,
so interesting that you say that because before you interrupted me,
sorry.
I was just gonna
Ooh.
say that I imagine they'd look something like an angel, but like the angels that like what they're supposed, where it's just like a mass of all kinds of. It's not like a person with wings.
Yeah.
It's just like this ethereal mass of like,
Yeah.
what is this? Like, that's what an angel is. And it, also interesting that you brought up Nope, because my opinions about that movie aside, the design of that the alien at the end, spoilers, it's an alien. It's supposed to look like that. It's supposed to look like an angel, an actual angel. Or it all ties into other things. We talked about Evangelion on the show, which is, remember, my favorite anime. Jordan Peele was inspired by the enemies on that show, the aliens. They're called angels.
Yeah.
And they look like that. They
Right.
look like this crazy giant. What is this?
Wow.
Anyway, so I feel like if aliens did exist, they would look like angels. You know, not the angels you're going to find at Calvary Chapel, but the
Not that
angels.
kind.
Got him.
Yeah.
Got him. Shoot back, Calvary.
Yeah, Pastor Jack. You think
the church.
you think he's still there?
Yeah, he's still there.
Still there? How old is he? I feel like
He's getting pretty old.
yeah, because my encounter with him when I was 19, and he would look kind of old then. So
He definitely dyes his hair.
oh, he's one of those.
Yeah.
What color?
Brown.
Oh, it's like green.
Green. He's blue. Red for red state.
Oh Lord. Okay, so
That's crazy.
last week, was it last week? 2 weeks ago, I had that video of the shark
Yeah.
and how close it looked and how fucking terrifying it was. I don't know if you guys saw this. So this kid was on a boat in the Bahamas, and his friends, this is not the original video article, that's him in the water, dared him to jump into the water. I'm not going to play the video because it's gross. Dared him to jump into the water, and they've been drinking, and he is killed by a shark.
What?
He is actually, you see him get taken down by a shark, right?
No.
And like none of the kids that told him to jump in have like come forward or anything, but it's been it's been seen by 10 million people on TikTok. But yeah, he's killed by a fucking he was
Jeez.
it's like it's pretty, I'm not gonna, you guys can watch it on your own. It's pretty gross. Actually, this one's not that graphic. I have another one that's graphic. This one's just, you see someone get pulled under, right? And then the kids are all kind of like, they don't really know what's happening yet. They're just like, oh, he did it, whatever. And then they see him moving, and then they're like, then they kind of understand something's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But he was killed. And, you know, sharks don't really attack people. So this was kind of unusual. And so I don't know if this is the article that says it or not, but I did a little bit of digging. And in this particular area in the Bahamas, when there's boats there that have catered meals for everybody, when they're done with the food they don't use, they throw it overboard. So the sharks that are there know that, hey, the boat's here.
Yeah.
Anything that hits the water is food.
Right.
So when this kid jumped into the water, the shark was like, dinner time.
More food.
Yeah, so he got the kid.
Wow.
It's pretty sad.
Nice.
And God, just being killed by a shark sounds like
The worst.
worst.
It's probably the worst.
because there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
You're
pain.
in its.
And then drowning.
It just rips you apart.
Yeah.
And which happened to this Russian man. There's another one. Again, this video is fucking sick. And I'm not gonna. It's really graphic. But this guy, it was in Egypt, where this guy gets killed by a shark, and he like rips this guy apart, and you can see it in the video. And at one point, like you see his legs come out of the water like this, and it's just he's already dead, I'm sure, but like he's in pieces.
Ugh.
And it's just like nature's fighting back. Remember?
Yeah.
Did I show you guys the orca video with their attacking boats? Maybe we didn't get to it
Maybe
because we
not.
ran out of time one episode. But I had a video about orcas that were attacking boats in Sweden or Norway, something. I don't know. They were like coordinated attacking boats for I don't know. They don't know why. I think they must have pissed them off somehow. But they're like teaching each other to attack boats.
Damn.
So that was happening, and now the sharks are eating the people because sharks don't like to eat people. From what I know about sharks, they don't like human flesh. Whenever there's a shark attack, you don't always survive, but you usually survive because they take a bite and they're like, ugh, gross, and they go away. They think they're getting a seal or something. And because sharks don't have hands, like their mouths are their hands.
That's the only way that they can figure that out.
That's how they kind of feel around. And so,
Yikes.
unfortunately, it's giant razor blades and a huge mouth. So if they feel around you, you're dead. But this shark, like this guy was fucking kind of, there's a little bit there. He was destroyed by this shark. And then they ended up killing the shark, and they pulled some of his remains out of the shark.
Yikes.
And then they found the rest of him like in another day or something. I don't know.
I wouldn't even want to go looking.
No,
I'd be like, no, I'm gone. Just don't try to find them pieces.
No, just let
forget about
let
it.
the other things eat it and or whatever, and let the rest of the sharks come get it. Because
Yeah.
I don't know. It's sad too that they killed. I mean, I'm not that guy of like it's sad that they killed the animal, but it's like
It is sad.
It's sad, yeah.
It is sad because the shark's like you're in its house, and he's there. All they do is eat. But this does say that shark attacks are pretty rare in the Red Sea, which is where this was. So
Wow.
Don't go in the water ever.
Don't do it.
You're never safe. Don't jump off a boat drunk when your friends tell you to either. That's really stupid. So
Yeah, that sounds like a recipe for disaster.
that is a sad story, but also why?
Yeah, like,
why?
come on, dude.
Especially at night too. I would not jump off a boat at night. It's pitch black in the water. But yeah, sharks are killing people.
Intense. When is Shark Week? That's July.
It's right now.
Ooh.
These are really close to. These stories are really close to each other. That's why it's a little chilling that two people were killed.
Because that's not common, right?
No, shark attacks are not common at all, and not especially when the shark devours you. Because, like I said, they don't want to eat you. They don't like you. So both of these, I don't know if the other one didn't talk about the other kid's remains anywhere. I think they just. I don't know if they could because there's more sharks in that water because they're waiting there for the food.
Right.
But yeah.
And the shark's just like, hey, I just thought I was getting free food.
Yeah, they didn't find his body. Yeah.
They interview the shark. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, look, he just jumped. He just got right in front of me, and I was looking for chum.
To my defense, they're usually throwing prime rib in right now that the rich just don't want to finish because they're greedy.
And this guy tasted like Tito's vodka. Ugh.
He was like, this is no prime rib.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
This guy only eats top ramen.
I hate to end on a sour note, but we're at the end. Or on a nice, sweet, savory note for the sharks. They had a nice treat. But we're at the end. So,
Right. Wow.
Caesar, do you want to post your things?
Follow me at Rodriguez Podcast. That's where I can make a show for you. You can follow the other show that I do with my wife, Carla, and Caesar's Modern Life on YouTube. And yeah, that's it.
And you will see his face on those. So
Yes, you will.
know what he looks like.
Yeah.
Clint.
All right. At the _Clint show. All right. June 25th. Holy cow.
Flappers on Burbank. I'll be
Let's
there.
do it. And let's just keep going.
I'll probably leave early because I have to work the next morning, but I will be there.
It's going to be a
Caesar
party.
may be there.
Maybe.
Maybe be there.
You free Sunday night?
I'm not, but
Next,
Okay.
2 Sundays? Not next.
I got hired on the 25th for a gig. So
Ooh, gigs. I like
Hey,
that.
you're doing your gigs. He's
Yeah.
doing his gigs. And I have no gigs.
you have a job.
I have a job, yeah. So yeah, that'll be fun. Uncle 2_Marcus Marcus on everything. Before we leave, because I'd say like, oh, I'm on Twitter, but I don't do anything. So I was on Twitter a couple days ago. I only retweet stuff and like stuff on there. Okay. There's this YouTuber that I follow who plays video games, and he tweeted something about there's a new Final Fantasy coming out and it's going another direction. That's a whole other thing. But there was like another creator who was like bashing it. He was like, the guy that I follow was like, he said something kind of witty, right? And so I replied to it, kind of like affirming like what he said with my own witty comment. And then some guy, I never post on Twitter. Some guy commented on my post and was like, he was like trying to like get at me. He was trying to like drag something negative towards me, but he did not even had nothing to do with what I was talking about. Like he had mentioned like, well, actually, I got actually'd. Okay. I got actually'd on Twitter, but it was not even what I was talking about. Okay. And it's not anything comedy or it's about nerd shit. So I'm not gonna make it up. But I was like, how are people so stupid? That has nothing to do with what I was saying. And it was just like,
and he just wanted to be an asshole to you.
yeah, no, I was being an affirming follow, I was being funny, but also whatever. And it was just like, you want to be an asshole, that's already whatever. But like, that has nothing to do with what I said. Nothing to do with what I said. Stupid. How are people so stupid? Like when we get comments on our stuff sometimes where I'm like, that doesn't even apply to what we were saying.
Can't even be upset by it.
It's not even
just
about being
dumb.
upset. It's just what you're saying doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have anything to do with what I said. And it was just like, okay. But it was one of those, I say my brain gets broken sometimes. I'm like, how can people be so fucking stupid? How can they be so stupid? I don't know. I don't get it.
I think they get away with it more now. They need to be
Because they're
called out.
hiding behind a wall now.
Yeah.
Or hiding behind their phones. They don't have to look me in the eye and say something that makes no sense about what I said.
I was gonna look at your tweets, but you blocked me.
Oh. I deactivated my Twitter actually after that. Anyways, we'll end on that. End on blocking Caesar.
I am blocked.
30s podcast on not Twitter. Fuck Twitter. Instagram. Because the number is going up there. So
Let's keep it going.
keep it going. And on YouTube. That needs a jump.
Watch it.
Yeah. And thank you for being here, everybody. See you guys next time.